OTAs and minicamp have wrapped up for quite some time now. So, what we're going to do on today's episode, we're going to look ahead towards the future after preseason. We're going to pretend it's late August. And I'm going to give you my 53-man roster projection. Everything we've heard from minicamp, everything we've heard from anything going on in this offseason, these are the 53 guys I think will make that final roster come roster cut down day. Before we get into that, though, I need you guys to get into the Madden mindset. How would you grade this Packers roster? Scale it for me on a 1 to 100 scale. 100, you're saying it's perfect. 1, you're saying there's nothing good about it. You let me know your answer in the comment section down below. Really curious to hear what you guys have to say. Let's start with the quarterbacks. I think they only take 2. Jordan Love and Malik Willis. I would look out for a couple of things with this quarterback room, though. Nothing with Jordan Love. Obviously, he's going to be here at the end of the season regardless. Number 1, look for Malik Willis and other teams having a desire to possibly trade for him throughout the season. I think that what he showed last year, his ability to come in and manage games and win games against good teams, I think a lot of people were really intrigued by that. And who knows, maybe midway through the year, there's a team that thinks they can compete. They just need A, a better backup, or B, a better starter, and they think Malik Willis, still at his young age, could be that. Number 2, look for Taylor Elgersma's development over training camp. I don't think he'll have what it takes to make this final roster. I think he's going to be a practice squad spot. I think their plan for him, practice squad for 2025, then maybe next summer, see if he can compete to even be the quarterback too, because he's got the arm strength and the talent to do so. Let's go to the running back position. I got 3 spots for running backs: Josh Jacobs, Marshawn Lloyd, and Emmanuel Wilson. I will say, in the roster projection after the NFL draft, I said look out for Amar Johnson, the undrafted free agent signed out of South Dakota State. But he's shown nothing so far in OTAs and in minicamp. And you usually know pretty early in those practices if those guys will have a shot to make the roster, those UDFAs. And everything coming out of those 2 practice sessions didn't really show much from Amar Johnson. So it was going to be hard to beat out Emmanuel Wilson just by itself. It's going to be harder to do it just during training camp when you really didn't show anything in the first couple practice sessions before that. I want you guys to take a guess for me, okay? Predict Josh Jacobs' stat line in 2025. I want not receptions, carries, yards, and touchdowns. Shout out to producer Jack for fixing that on the fly. Give me carries, yards, touchdowns for the RB1 on this roster, and do it for me in the comment section down below. Make sure you guys don't go anywhere, because in just a little bit, we're going to break down the wide receiver room, which I think is the room to keep your eye on when you're talking about the 53-man roster. So stay tuned. We got that coming up in just a little bit. Before that, though, we're going to talk tight ends. I think it's simple with these 3 guys. I think it's Tucker Kraft, I think it's Luke Musgrave, and I think it's Ben Sims. I think this position is going to be really, really big this next season because I expect a little bit of a bump up in 12 personnel. Now, you might be asking, Joey, what is 12 personnel? Well, when you hear those personnels, whether it's 22, 21, whatever it is, the first number always refers to the amount of running backs that are in the formation, and the second number, that 2, refers to the amount of tight ends. So 12 personnel means 1 running back, 2 tight ends. And last year, 24.63% of the time, that's what Green Bay ran. Which sounds like a decent bit. It actually is on the lower end or middle end of NFL teams. I would expect more of that in 2025 because I expect Luke Musgrave to be a really, really good player. He's fully healthy right now, and I think they're really, really excited about his skill set, especially when you also have Tucker Kraft on the field. All right, let's talk about wide receivers. The big kahuna right here. And I'm talking big because I think they take 7 total, which is unprecedented. I get it. But I got Jayden Reed, Matthew Golden, Romeo Doubs, Dontavian Wicks, Savion Williams. And then I think they take McCole Hardman and Bo Melton, giving them 7 total wide receivers. Now, obviously, there's going to be a little bit of switch up when Christian Watson gets back healthy sometime around December. But I think Melton is saving himself with his versatility. I think before he made that move to corner, and it's not an official move, he just took some snaps at the cornerback position. You could see him with that green penny on right here during minicamp. Before he did that, I didn't think he was going to make this roster. I thought they were probably only going to take 6. But after he's showing his versatility, not just from offense to defense, but also special teams as well, which we already knew about him, I think it's going to be hard for Green Bay to leave him off this roster. I want to know what you guys think, though, okay? Does Melton make the final roster? I have him as a yes, but I want you to let me know if you think he does or doesn't by typing yes or no in the comment section down below. Let's talk offensive line. There's a lot of people that think they're going to take 9. I don't. I think they're going to take 10. I think they're going to want as much depth as they can get. Zach Tom, Elgton Jenkins, Aaron Banks, Jordan Morgan, Sean Ryan, Rasheed Walker, Anthony Belton, Jacob Monk. All of those guys I think are the locks. And then I think Travis Glover and Kadeem Telfort make their way onto this roster as well. Kadeem, of course, showed a lot this past year and played a lot and was utilized a lot, and I think he proved himself worthy of getting that spot this next season as well. Now, John Williams was the draft pick, 250th overall in the 2025 NFL Draft, was the 7th-round pick, tackle out of Cincinnati. I don't think he makes the roster this year. I think he's going to kind of be on that El Guerzma path where he makes the practice squad. They kind of see how he develops over the year, and I think he's going to make it the following year. But I don't think he makes it in 2025. So coming up, do not go anywhere because we're going to go on to the defense. Offense, we already got it checked off. I believe 25 spots is what we got for it. We got another ton of spots to give to the defense. Before that, make sure that you guys are subscribed, okay? I looked at the analytics. I looked at the numbers. And this is our watch time statistics, okay? Percent of the watch time on our videos. 70.40% of our watch time is from those of you who are not subscribed. Shout out to 29.60% who are watching these videos who are subscribed. I want to get that bottom number up. I want to get that top number down. So if you are loving the content that we got right here, just go ahead, hit that subscribe button, lock us in because it's free to do so. Trying to grow this channel as much as we can, and I need you guys to help me out with that. Let's go to our edge rushers now. Rashawn Gary, Lucas Van Ness, Barron Sorrell, Kingsley Enagbare, Colin Oliver, and Britton Cox Jr. I think those are the 6 that they roll with on that defensive end position group. And last year, they got a ton of sacks. They had a great sack percentage, and we've talked this statistic a good bit over the offseason. But I would like to see an uptick in those down-to-down statistics of pass rush win rate and quarterback pressure percentage. Both of those, they rank somewhere in the 20s. 35%, 26th best in pass rush win rate, and 20th best when it came to quarterback pressure rate. They need to be winning on more downs throughout the entire season. Like, they proved that when they do pressure the quarterback, they're great at sacking him, but I need them to pressure him more often. I need them to win their pass rushes a little bit more often. And I think the addition of guys like Barron Sorrell and Colin Oliver are going to help that. But regardless, from everybody who was on this roster last year, who I expect to be on it this year, I need them to be better as well. Let's stay on the defensive line, but go on the inside now. Kenny Clark, Devontae Wyatt, Carl Brooks, Colby Wooden, and Warren Brinson are the 6 that I've got them going with. I will say, if there is going to be a UDFA to make this roster, I think it's going to be Nazir Stackhouse out of Georgia. The dude's an absolute behemoth, and we know that at times this last year, especially in the playoff game against Philadelphia, this team struggled with stopping the run. What does Nazir Stackhouse do best? Well, with his 350-pound body, he stops the run pretty well, okay? So I don't know if he's going to make it. I'd probably lean more towards not over yes. But if any UDFA is going to make it, I think it's going to be a Stackhouse. So keep an eye on him throughout training camp. I need you guys to let me know in the comment section how many UDFAs do you think make the 53-man roster. You let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Call your shot and let me know the number. Let's go to linebackers now. Quay Walker, Edgerrin Cooper, Isaiah McDuffie, Tyron Hopper, and Isaiah Simmons. Those are the 5 guys I have making this room. It's a room that I'm really excited to see because I think there's 4 guys that are going to be in constant rotation that I'm really, really confident on in when they're on the field. Obviously, I'm excited about Edgerrin Cooper, but I'm really excited for Isaiah Simmons. And I might regret saying this. I feel like every single person who covered the New York Giants about a year ago was saying this. I think every person who covered the Arizona Cardinals every single year for those first 3 years with that team, they were probably saying this as well. But I just feel like what Jeff Hafley is doing with him in this system really just saying, hey, you know what? You're a linebacker first and foremost. Then we'll add the other parts of your game, all the other athleticism. I think that's going to help him slow the game down and just be a better use for this team. Let's talk safeties now. Xavier McKinney, Evan Williams, Katana Ladapo, and Zane Anderson. I think it's 4, and I'll explain that in just a couple of seconds when we talk about the cornerback room. But let's stick with the safety room because I think this is the group I'm most confident in. And it all starts at the top. It all obviously starts with Evan Williams and with Xavier McKinney. If Xavier McKinney can kind of, show us again what he showed us last year with his turnover rate, with the pass deflections, with just the fact that he was everywhere on the field. He was a massive surprise, I think, to everybody. Everybody was excited when he got added to the roster. I don't think anybody expected what he was able to do. If he could do that again, my goodness, we are in for another treat. Let's talk about a room that's changed a lot since last season to this one. Obviously, Jair Alexander is off of this roster now. He is a free agent. And Keyshawn Nixon, Nate Hobbs, Javon Bullard, Carrington Valentine, and Kalen King, I think, are the 5 quarterbacks that make this roster. Kamal Haddon, maybe. We'll see how that goes. He played sparingly last year, was kind of on and off the official roster. Now, the reason I have Javon Bullard in this list with the corners is because I expect him to play a little bit more of a hybrid role. And when Jair Alexander left and Keyshawn Nixon moved to CB1 and Nate Hobbs moved from in the slot at the nickelback to an outside cornerback role, Javon Bullard moved down from safety, and I think he's going to be the primary at that nickelback slot position. I don't think he's done playing safety. I just think he's going to play them both. So I'm giving him a spot on this cornerback roster. Let's end this out with the specialists, Brandon McManus, Daniel Whalen, and Matthew Orzek. They're the 3, the kicker, punter, and long snapper. I would pay anything, any amount of money, to be a long snapper for my career. I mean, what an awesome gig. You get to be on a football team. You get to travel to all the different stadiums. You get to play in the games, but you don't get hurt. You still make a good amount of money. You don't really have to practice all that often. Those guys, they really live the life. We're going to throw it back to the beginning. How would you grade this Packers roster after you have seen it? Let me know in the comment section down below. Of course, scale it from 1 to 100 for me. And while you're down there in the comment section, you'll probably find these links to my social media. Click on them. Give me a follow. You can find me on Twitter at Joey Petersen. You also got me on Instagram as well. And as always, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. We do this thing daily. We'll see you next time.